Well, it never came home, did it? The World Cup to England. I'm not sure when it ever will, actually. Um, Disappointing, to say the least. Disappointing. Great chance to get into the final. Played really well in the first half. Over sort of whelmed Croatia. Really didn't let them get a touch. Could have been 2 or 3 up. That would have been the game there. Second half, it was the same old shit from England. Really, under pressure, started hitting it too long all the time. Centre halves hitting it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's under pressure. He whacks it upfield, giving it back to the opposition. I think what happened was, Rakitic and Modric play for Real Madrid and Barcelona, 2 world-class midfielders, and they had the other guy, I forget his name, holding midfielder from Juventus as well, who's really good. And they've got technically gifted players all over the park, Croatia. In defence, in front, even Pramovic, who was at my team, Leicester, he never really made it at Leicester, but you can see he was a quality player. The forwards both play in Italy, I think, Spain. They're really good players, and they've technically always been very gifted. And once they started passing it around and they changed at half time, they got in at half time, probably lucky to be only 1-0 down. And they pushed up on us, they put us under pressure and started getting the foot on the ball and passing it. We got put under pressure. I've just reverted to type. The old long ball, oofing upfield to 2 strikers that were completely isolated, not in the game. And we just couldn't get anything, and we were just under pressure, and they deserved to win the game in the end. They were the better side. And it's been the same thing every time, actually. I've been watching England. Unfortunately, I'm old enough to remember the 1970 game. I was only 4 or 5, but I remember the losing to Germany, West Germany as it was then. And since then, every single time in a major tournament, when we've qualified, when we've come up against really top opposition, we've always come up short. When you look at knockout games since 1970, who have England beaten? We've beaten, I'm trying to think now, Paraguay in '86, Cameroon and Belgium, when they weren't a great side, in '90, Denmark in 2002, 2006, I think, Ecuador, and then this tournament, Colombia and Sweden. When it's one of the big names, we've had Argentina in the past, France, Germany a couple of times. Argentina was a couple of times. Italy and Uruguay in the group last time. This time we played Croatia in the semi-final. We've played Portugal a couple of times. We've always come up short. We've always ended up being outpassed and outplayed. And the fitness levels, they seem different as well. They seem fitter than us. Their fitness regime is obviously advanced. They scientifically do things. The Germans always have, even though they were crap in this tournament. And they always look better. They always look stronger. Particularly this technical ability. The technical ability of the Croatian players was far better. And in tight games where the tension's on, if you've got that technical ability, it takes a lot of pressure off of you. We always look rushed and panicked in possession, and it just reverted to the long ball again, and it's never going to win you a tournament unless you set out to play that way. And I think probably Gareth Southgate and a few of them, they probably realised we weren't good enough in open play, and we did work on the set pieces, and the set pieces were actually really, really good. In the tournament, got basically all of our goals from it, didn't we? We just, I think 2 goals in open play, and one of them was against Panama, who were basically a pub side. So it's okay to do that, and if we're going to play that way, we're going to play that way. We're never going to have that sort of midfield that zips it around, tiki-taka. Croatia had the Spanish and so on. We just don't have them kind of players. We're missing a few that were injured. Barkley's injured, Oxlade-Chamberlain, a few others that sort of can put the foot on it a bit more in midfield, but we didn't have that much to go with what we got. Decent side. Harry Maguire, top player. There's some top players in the side, but as a team, technically, I've always said it when we come up against some of the continental teams like Croatia that are technically excellent, play all the big clubs in Europe, Barcelona, Real Madrid in Italy, Spain. Same we've had Portugal, the Germans, the Italians, the French, Dutch, you name it. They always technically outdo us, and we always come up short. And it's really disappointing. I think we need to knock that "It's Coming Home" bollocks on the head. This song, it was a great song for '96 when we were hosting the European Championship. It did come home. We were hosting the first tournament for 30 years. But still, we keep singing that bullshit now. Let's fuck it off. All this coming home nonsense. Just keep a calm head. But disappointing. But the better side won. We were all over them. We should have won it by half time. we had the chances. Kane didn't look sharp, and he wasn't fit or something. I don't know. Faded as the tournament went on, didn't he? In the knockout stages, really faded. But he could still end up with the Golden Boot. Yeah, disappointing. Overall, disappointing again. Great chance to get to a final. One of the, France and Croatia were worthy winners though, either of them, and we didn't deserve it. After swamping them in the first half, they got their act together, and were the better side in the second half and extra time, so they deserved it. It wasn't luck.